Hello,
Hi.
welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about O Network's reality-based TV series, Ready to Love, Season 6, Episode number 12.
And today we will be focusing on Miss Dakiya and Paul,
P.O. What he said.
the old man.
Right, exactly. So Dakiya invites Paul to meet her mother and her brother.
I think her brother's name was
Rodney
and
Miss
Kathy.
Kathy. Right, is her mom's name.
Dakiya explained to both her brother and her mom that this was new. She's not really fully connected to him, but he was a new opportunity and she wanted to see what they thought of him. Miss Dakiya is not going to choose Paul because she already has some misgivings. She said she doesn't want to settle. And the mom even vibed off of that, saying because she is one that does not settle, that's why she's still single.
And Rodney chimed in and said that, that's what you've always done.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know if Dakiya is going to be adventurous or she's going to stay locked into what she does. It sounds like she's going to stay locked in to what she does because that's more comfortable. P.O. shows up. Dakiya introduced him to Rodney and
Miss Kathy.
Mm-hmm. P.O. starts in, "Oh, your mom is beautiful. I gotta thank you for her beauty." And I just thought that was a little bit much.
Pleasure to meet you, and kept it moving.
And kept it moving. But yeah. P.O. does what P.O. does.
Right. He laid it on a little thick, first impression and all that. He just wanted to be cordial and pleasant.
They're talking to each other, and all of a sudden, Rodney, Dakiya's brother, who is 29 years old?
28, I believe.
28 years old, just came out and told P.O. that he looks old. I mean, that is
inappropriate for somebody that you just met.
You just met him.
You're trying to, get to know your sister's connection or what have you on a nationally televised platform, and that's the first thing that can come out of your mouth with somebody that you just met.
And his sister knows what P.O. looks like. That's why she brought him to meet you guys. You saying on camera that he's old, what relevance is that? Stay on point. Don't go off subject. Stay on point.
Exactly.
And I thought it was just...
It was a bad move. He ought to know better.
Bad form.
He ought to know better. He wouldn't like somebody to come out off at him and maybe make some comment about him, for first time out that, was inappropriate or just wrong.
Well, even though you're there to ask questions, you can't just come out with stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a grown adult. He knows better.
Right.
There's no question about it.
He's 28 years old.
Exactly.
I'm sure he has a level of sophistication that he knows what to ask and what not to ask.
Exactly. At least he looked like he did.
Well,
but maybe I was wrong.
Right.
But then Miss Kathy got into that mix as well.
Miss Kathy just came out and asked him what his credit score was. And I mean, my God, I know that you could do a background check because that's what I did.
Yeah. So my wife, y'all, I got a nickname for her. Y'all don't know this. Her name is Super Snooper. Okay. So, and the reason why is because of stuff like that. But
you do a background check.
She's a researcher.
Surely, I mean, you gotta find out a little bit of information.
The info.
Before you step foot out the house.
She gonna have the files on everybody.
Just
before she make a move.
That's just me.
You can believe that, y'all.
But Miss Kathy just coming out, first date. Dakiya already explained this man.
The circumstances,
is new,
right?
And the circumstances.
They're not dating.
And Miss Kathy is already asking, "What is your credit score?"
And I'm like, "Oh hell! What is going on here?"
Oh my God!
I don't think that was a good move on Miss Kathy's part. Let me just say that right off the bat.
Miss Kathy, there are companies for that information.
Right? Exactly. But then again, she was, her own business entity or whatever, and felt it appropriate to go ahead and do that.
I don't know if you're gonna ask me for my credit score. I'm gonna ask you about yours. And I see nothing wrong with doing a background check on a man if you're interested in him, or even going out, because you got to be careful. Knowing the circumstances of why he's there is just inappropriate.
That's it from my vantage point. And I think probably P.O. was caught a little off guard with that, just a little bit, but I guess he handled it okay.
Yeah, he said he was in the 800s and what have you.
Right.
And I would think that anyone, all the people who are participating in this show, has some level of stability.
At least you would think some sense of stability.
Right.
Some sense of it.
I think both her brother and mother were a little bit out of bounds. But that's just me.
No, you're not. It's not just you. It's me too, for sure. And I was thinking.
And
Go ahead.
And I don't know what's the difference in me doing a background check or mom asking about his credit score.
Mom just came right out and bold and said so with somebody that she didn't know. So you knew me at that point, right? For a little bit, right?
Well, not a whole lot.
Yeah, but more than it wasn't the first meeting.
It wasn't the first. No, it wasn't the first.
Exactly. See, Miss Kathy didn't have no shame in her game. She came right out. She went for hers and got the answer that she was looking for. But I'm sure Paul was a little caught off guard by that.
Well, these days you gotta check. You gotta check a brother out.
Yeah, brother.
I see nothing wrong.
Got to be right.
Have to.
Can't be raggedy, man. Exactly.
But
So,
P.O. impresses me as a man who is stable and got some cheese, some cheddar.
Cheddar.
Is that what you call
cheddar,
it?
exactly.
Some cheddar. So Dakiya and Paul met up
later on, right?
Later on, Paul said that although he liked Dakiya, he was going to choose himself. Mm-hmm. And Dakiya said that she also was going to choose herself because they haven't had the opportunity to make anything cohesive.
Right.
And they did not have, you didn't see any sexual attraction between them. That doesn't say that can't develop over time, because
right, but it's just
good
way early in the
relationships
process. Yeah.
do that.
Just
They
way
decided that it was way too early.
Yeah.
They found each other at the end and would rather continue elsewhere than exploring what is possible between them.
Right. That's reasonable as far as I'm concerned. I mean, because you don't, like you said, want to rush things or try to push things in a certain direction before you've taken, the appropriate steps to get to that point.
Absolutely, and we've all seen people who are in this show seem like they're rushing things or forcing stuff, and at the end, they say they're ready to love, and when they get to the reunion, people not calling. People haven't seen each other from the last
acting
take.
Up. Yep, acting up. Things have changed. The dynamics are different. Relations,
at least I can appreciate that honesty they both have. They prefer to pursue other things rather than each other.
Yeah, and that's reasonable. That's what it should be.
That's how grown folks do.
Absolutely.
We would like to thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and sitting with us as we do our commentary. We want to thank you, and we are grateful to you, and we pray God's peace on you, your family, and those that you love.
Absolutely.
We'll see you in the next bit.
Absolutely. Blessings to P.O. and Dakiya, and I hope that both of them find what it is
they are going to do well.
For. Yeah, I think so too.
They are going to do well.
Absolutely.
All right. That's all we have.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you. Bye-bye.